What is up, YouTube? Alright, sorry I haven't made like a decent how-to video or anything lately. I've been very busy starting work again, but here we go. We have I've been working on a little project. First of all, here's a cabinet I made. Not really a cabinet, but a covered closed door thing for all the electrical in here, because it's starting to get a little bit messy. I recently ran Ethernet cable out here. So this is the gray Ethernet that comes from the house to a switcher. This thing was not mountable, so I made my own mounts, but it works great. Might get a little windy, the air conditioning just kicked on. Anyway, got the coax, the Ethernet, main panel, serves the whole shed in the yard. Then our HVAC controls down here. But over here we have a project I'm working on, which is a backup system plus solar. I want to eventually put solar panels here and have a small, separate, off-grid system for lighting. Mainly, like, I just replaced the ceiling light up there with LED bulbs. They're LED T8 style bulbs, so that cut the usage for that in half. The outdoor lights, some of the outdoor lights, you know, have the outdoor lights that come on at night, run all night, dusk to dawn, have those on solar. Everything I have now has been transferred over to LED. So I have the inverter here. It is a ProWatt 1000. Hopefully you could see there. Got the ground fault outlet, the 2 meters to show your current usage and your voltage, and your power switch. This model is also nice because although it doesn't spec it, it does have a knockout here, and you can hardwire directly into it. So I put a regular outlet here. Put a regular outlet because the ground fault on here, of course, if I have lighting connected, I don't want the lighting tripping out if, you know, I have a fault in something else. Wanted a separate receptacle. I still have to ground this, ground that, ground it to that. Everything must be bonded together. But in the meantime, I picked up for $10 two 12 volt 75 amp an hour deep cycled sealed lead acid batteries that are made for a sump pump. 2 of them for $10, and they're less than a year old. Online I bought a 60 amp inline 12 volt breaker. It's rated for 12 to 24 volt. Put that in. This is running 6 gauge, feeding the inverter, which is 1000 watt. The 60 amp breaker, this gives me about 600 watts of usable current, you know, without going over the 80% load calculation. But we have that. Made the terminals myself, put the crimp terminals on, and in the meantime, since I don't have solar panels yet, as of now, I do have a trickle charger that I plug in every couple of days just to keep the batteries topped off in case I do ever need to use this. This inverter runs very efficiently off of these 2 batteries. I have total of 150 amp hour. You know, I can run a decent amount of stuff on there for a decent amount of time, and it has no problem running a fan, the vacuum cleaner, anything that does not go above about 700 watts total. As soon as you get over 750, that's the maximum power the cabling can carry. So the breaker trips. That's the way I wanted it set up. Until I get heavier cable. I had this cable already, so used what I had. Got that. I'm going to eventually put another outlet in here, which is going to be running from the grid, and a bank of switches here for the lighting. In the meantime, before I get solar, I'm going to have it plugged into grid, you know, and then if I lose power, I can transfer it over. All I have to do is plug it into inverter, switch it on, and I'll be running off battery. The amount of lights I have, I can get a good 18 to 20 hours with the lights. That's all of them on, so it works out beautifully. But that's a little bit of the project I'm working on at the moment.
It's a slow progress,
but I figure I'd show this to everyone, and I will eventually soon make a outdoor video of the sound system outside. Everyone remembers this video of my equipment setup. Got the 2 QSC USA 850s, the EQ for it, and the line mixer for outside, and the main receiver. And I finally got an Xbox One a couple of months ago, so Soon I will make a video of the outside speakers. Been on and off right now. I haven't gotten around to repairing the entire system, so it works when it wants. I know people have been asking me about a video of how I had that set up and how it sounds and how many speakers. I'll get there. Trust me. It takes a little bit of time for me to get to something for the outside, because the weather we've had around here has been absolutely ridiculous lately, and I've had a lot of storm damage and stuff going out on me. So I am pretty much my own maintenance crew around here trying to take care of all of it. Anyway, that is the update. Let me know what you think, questions, comments, questions on how I have it hooked up. There you go. I'll give you some more updated videos in the near upcoming weeks. Talk to you later.